drag in an example that your jazz book has set up where we can sit and listen to some of these songs and kind of analyze what's going on. Again, we got 12-bar blues form, and when I was talking about the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chords, let's see if we can get this to play here for us here. Okay, so it's just a little snippet. So that would be the 1 chord that you hear in the song, and then the 4 chord. That wah-da-da is actually the melody, so you don't really want to pay too much attention to that. And then it goes back to the 1 chord. Okay, and then the 5 chord would be this. Again, they just took a little clip of this. So let's do this. We will take a quick look at this. And what's going to happen, let me rewind this here. What's going to happen is, again, we've got the little break intro that you're kind of familiar with. And then as you follow along here, we've got our little cycles, our forms going on, where we got the first cycle or form, then the second cycle or form or chorus, the third cycle, form or chorus, fourth, and so on. We may not play the whole thing. But also look on top here, what they've done is they'll label when they're changing different chord progressions, I believe. So let's just check this out. Okay, so that's that 1 chord. Okay, I'm going to do some counting along with this here. So we got the first of the 4. Okay, now our second 4 is coming up now. Okay, and then our third 4. So remember, it's 4 plus 4 plus 4, or A-A-B. So back to the top again. Second 4. And the third set of the 4 measures. And then that turnaround thing I was talking about earlier. Okay, second set of 4 measures. And then third set of 4 measures. And then what's also traditional, let's see if I can turn this down as I'm talking here. What's also traditional in jazz music is the last chorus, they will reinstate the melody. So what we heard in the first chorus here, melody-wise, most likely we'll hear either the exact same thing or maybe a little embellishments on top of it. Alright, so that's our first example of blues form. Again, based on basic harmonic progression of the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. Now, continuing on here, There are other examples of blues that we can listen to, and we'll just take little snippets of each of these to show you different types of blues. So this one has vocals on it. And the top of the form would be right here. Notice it's a little faster now. We're back on the top again, right here. Second four, right there. Third four, right here. And back at the top again. Alright, so that's an example of a faster blues. You notice how they go by really quick. Okay, now let's check out another more modern blues example here, played by Charlie Parker, called Now's the Time. And this is also on your CD set, by the way. Here's the top, now. Go back to the top again, right here. Okay, second set of fours now. Third set coming up now. We could sit and listen to that as long as we want to as well. You might have noticed in his playing, in a previous lecture we were talking about a blues scale and different types of notes. Within that song he definitely was using the blues scale and using some of those notes to bend pitches and things like that. So as far as blues goes, it's defined more by words since progressions are similar. You will find a lot of instrumental blues though as well, but a lot of blues, to make them more defined, they'll usually be based or figured out based upon lyrics instead of actual chord progressions. They can be interrupted by intros, modulations, or contrasting sections. So within a blues form, compositionally speaking, what they can do is they can add something to the beginning of it before they go right into the blues. They could change keys, and then if they wanted to, they could maybe string it out, make it a little bit longer. Like if they played two forms of it, they wanted to make it a little bit longer, they could do some different chord progression things with inside it to make it a little bit longer. The blues, by the way, after it influenced jazz a little bit, it went on and it became the foundation of R&B music and rock and roll music. So that is the blues. Then the next song form that we had mentioned earlier that we're going to delve into a little bit deeper now is the 32-bar popular song form. And why we say popular song is because of the simple fact these were pop songs during that era. And these are songs that were taken from popular music from the 30s through the 60s. Originally, it was in a verse-refrain format. So you would have a verse, and then you'd have a refrain or chorus part. The form, again, is in 8 bars repeated. So you'd have an A and a repeated A, followed by a contrasting 8 bars B, as I said earlier, the bridge section. Okay, and then back to the original 8 bars. So it would be A, B, A. Again, 8, 8, 8, 8 equals 32. For you math people out there. Okay, within the pop song form, it is probably defined a little bit more from its harmonic progression and melody, and not so much by words, even though these pop songs were taken from the popular songs of the era. The harmonic progression is more unique compared to blues, so translation would mean it could be a little harder or tougher. So if I were to say which type of song form has the easiest chord progression, you would say blues, not pop, because pop song forms can and tend to have a tougher or more complex harmonic progression going along here. We're going to listen to our first example here, and I'm going to pull this up again as well.